This is your girl Dagnet, the African blogger. I just want to chit chat with you guys today. First of all, whenever you see me wrapping my hair, especially I'm in Africa, I took the braids out. Now, I didn't finish taking it out. It's halfway out. The other half is, so I had to wrap it to make it look presentable. But hopefully in a day or two, once I get it out, my sister gonna help me put some braids or wear it natural. Now, I want to discuss, there's some issues since I've been here. Some of you know. If you don't know, let me explain. I came from the States. I just moved from the States, USA. I came in July 2023. So that's 5 months or 6 months? Okay. So that's how long I've been back home after living in the States for over 30 years. And since I got home, there's some things and some issues on ground that I like to address that troubles me a lot. Makes me very uncomfortable, makes me very unhappy. It makes me very sad as a Liberian. And what's one of the issues? There's several issues. One of them is how we treat our house help, or house girl, or house boy, people who cook for you, who you hire to cook, to clean your house, to do your laundry, and to run your errands. The way how we treat those people is, to me, is worse than how slave masters treat their slaves. It's so sad. First of all, they don't pay the people nothing. I know some people, several people personally, they work 6 days a week and they get paid $100 a month. And when they have to, from the distance where they have to travel to come to work every day, it's almost like 20 to 30% of their monthly salary is gone on transportation alone. It's wrong, seriously. But the people, when I talk to them, sometimes I intervene and say, well, there's no job, so we can sit home and complain there's no job, or we just take whatever we can. So they're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it because that's the only way and means of survival. You see, but the way we treat, the way we talk to our house help, they talk to them. These are grown men and women. These are not little children. These are men and women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s that are house help. But you see, let's say they're working for somebody who's let's say I hire a house help. I'm a little bit mature. Let me find somebody. Let me use a different scenario. Somebody who, let's say she's 30 years old, and she hires a house help to cook, to clean, do the laundry, run errands, wash her car, whatever, mow the lawn, whatever the duties are. And that person she hired, let's say that person is 45, 50 years old. If you see this 30-year-old girl talking to that 50-year-old woman, you're going to weep. Disrespect, dishonor, disdain, loud shouting that she's shouting on something like, you can't even shout at your own child. Even Angel, my little dog I have here, I don't even talk to her in that tone. And that's a dog. And you guys are talking to a human being like that. It's so disrespectful, so rude. They have no manners, they have no boundaries, they have no respect. Just because you work for them, they figure that gives them the right to talk to you anyhow. There's something in our culture, that's one of the things in our culture we have to address. It is so wrong. It is so wrong, it's so wrong. I cannot stand it. Sometimes I want to stick my mouth and say something. So sit back and watch a little girl, 25, 30 years old, because you have a little bit of money, and then you disrespecting somebody who can almost give birth to you because they work for you as house help. We have to learn to treat people with respect and dignity and honor. And these are the same people who go to social media and will be shouting that the white man days and colonization and Black Lives Matter. I always say, and I will always say, Black life will never matter to anyone else until it begin to matter to us. A few months ago, I was in Liberia and they said some white missionary came from the U.S. and he almost killed some young lady, cut her throat, but I think she made it. She's alive. And we were all angry, all caught up in their feelings. And then they came to me with the story. I said, listen, we're shouting. If we show some love and respect for ourselves, that man wouldn't have done it. So we have no right to say, oh, what he did was wrong. But how you are treating yourself and each other is also wrong. It's like the pot cutting the kettle black. Because you have a little bit of money, so you ill treat and disrespect your house help. It's wrong. It's not correct. It's wrong. And some of you Liberians also who came from Liberia, that you have a little bit of money and you hire your house help. Why are you having the people work 6 days a week? You yourself know in America you didn't work 6 days a week. And even if you did, because you wanted to make extra money, extra overtime, why are you stressed 6 days a week to cook and clean and wash your clothes and wash your house? Some of you don't have small children. Even if you have one or two child, if one child or 2 children, if you have 2 kids, why a human being have to work 6 days Because you guys know in America, we used to work so hard, we're so busy. Me, for example, I used to cook my food for the whole week, sometimes for the whole month, portion them up, put them in the freezer. When I come home, only thing I used to do, put some rice in the rice cooker, go shower. When I finish out of shower, my rice cooker is done. My food is ready to heat in the microwave or the stove, and I eat. Yeah? So if you really have a house help, when would these people have time to spend with themselves and their family? You guys come from America, you act like 6 days a week? It's cruel. To be honest, unless you have 4 or 5 children under the age of 10 all walking around there and say, well, you need help every day, all day. But most of the people don't even have kids, and if they do, one kid that's 7, 8 years old, like you can talk to them and say, clean up your room, or at least, don't make a mess here. They can listen. It's not a baby that's crawling around that doesn't know any better. If that person cook your food for the whole week, all you gotta do is put some rice in the rice cooker and cook it. If they clean up your house, you're an adult. If you make any mess, wipe it. Like, I do have house help 2 days a week, Tuesday and Saturday. That's it. It's only me and Angel who live here, so whatever mess I make in between the days, I clean it myself. He clean my house, help me to cook, and help me to wash my clothes. That's it. He's my washing machine right now. 2 days a week. If my life get busy and I need more help, maybe 3 days a week. But you're stressing the people for 5, 6 days a week, and then you're talking to them anyhow. You're disrespect them. And they will hire you, they won't pay you, and when they do pay you, they pay you pennies. We have to stop this disrespect, because you don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know people's future. When I meet people, regardless whether you're president of a company or you're the janitor who mop the floor, I treat you all with the same respect and honor and dignity and acknowledgement. Because why? I do not know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what your future holds. That same person you are disrespecting and talking down upon today because they're your house help, tomorrow could be a president of a nation or a corporation that you will need a job from. Now, how would you face them in the future? We have to stop the African. It's not just a Liberia problem. It's an Africa problem. We have to stop this. We really, really, really need to stop it. It's wrong. It's not correct. Why we keep doing this? Why do we keep doing this and disrespecting each other? It's wicked. It's evil. Then if a white person do it, you'll be the first person jumping on social media, oh, that racism, that Black Lives Matter, and that the white man. But look how you talking. Look how I see it with my own eyes since I've been down here, and I don't like it. It troubles me. It troubles me a lot. Sometimes I want to jump in and stick my mouth, but you gotta mind your business. But sometimes I usually call them aside and I talk to them. I say you gotta get some backbone. Don't let people talk to you because you're working for them. You have a job. That doesn't mean you should allow yourself to be disrespected and dishonored. One of the ladies she worked, and the person didn't pay her Christmas holiday, and the person told her that they didn't get paid. But mind you, that you didn't get paid. I see sometimes on my window. You didn't get paid, right? That's your excuse why you didn't pay your worker. But the worker who you say you don't have money to pay them, the worker is there cooking you 3, 4, 5 different parts of food to last you for the whole week. You gave all your children and family members, you gave them Christmas gifts and money, Christmas money. But your worker are working for you. You couldn't even credit $10 from somebody or save $10 to give to her to pay her transportation to go home and to have something in her pocket to eat for her family. You didn't even give her that. This has to stop. That's pure wickedness. It's once you say you don't have money, and the person that's working for you, then they don't have any job to do because there's no cooking. You don't have money to buy food to cook. But the person is cooking your food for the whole week. For the 2 or 3 days that the week or the week off, they are cooking your food. They see with their own eyes your kids and they have Christmas envelope, $50, $100, whatever. But you say you don't have money to pay your worker on Christmas weekend holiday. So how do we go home? You see the wickedness? $5 you can give them, US, to say go cook something for your family. Even I don't have pay, but here's $10, here's $20 US as an extra, as a pay or for your Christmas until I get paid the next week or next month, and I'll pay you. You don't even do that. You see the wickedness in our heart? I always been saying, I say Africa does not have an economic, political, social, or spiritual problem. Africa, most of us, we have a heart problem, a heart lacking love for ourselves and for each other. And that has to stop. Before we expect our lives to matter to anybody else, it has to first matter to us. Seriously. We have to first begin to love, respect each other. I'm not sitting here claiming to be an expert and perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I'm also working on myself and working on that. So when people address an issue, the first will say, you're not perfect, you're not God. It's not about being perfect. If you're waiting for somebody to be perfect to address a matter, or you're waiting for somebody to be perfect to tell you what's wrong in your life or in your society, then we will never hear the truth, because we're any of us perfect. But somebody can be brutally and sincerely honest and say, yes, I myself need help in that area. So let's all get our heads together and our hearts together and begin to treat each other with some love, respect, dignity, and honor. Stop ill-treating your house help. You don't know their future. You don't know what God have in store for them. You don't even know what God have in store for you. Tomorrow you can be down on your luck, and that very house help may be the only person around to help you. But you'll be embarrassed and ashamed to ask them for help, because you remember how you once ill-treated them. But if they are good people, they might forgive you and help you. So treat people like you don't know what their future, you don't know what they'll be tomorrow. Treat people with respect, because you don't know their future tomorrow. You don't know what kind of job they will have, what kind of position of authority they may have tomorrow. You don't know that. Stop ill-treating people. Stop talking down to your aid, and pay the people when you promise them to pay them. Pay them. For heaven's sake, pay them. One of the house help that I know, she got into the hospital. You think her people want to even visit her, check on her? I promised to go visit her and go check on her. You see? You don't even go visit her, the way she's so lazy, she's not going to get surgery. What kind of foolishness is this? Our heart is not correct. Our heart is not correct. We have to stop it. If you see house help being ill-treated, say something. And what even make it worse sometimes, some of the house help they have, if somebody 10 years old, 12-year-old, I haven't seen that yet. I'm not saying it doesn't exist in Liberia. I'm sure it is. I haven't seen it. The ones I've seen are people in their 20s, 30s, and 50s. But they have little girls that they are working for, that are talking down to them, and that person will be your mother because they're your house help. This disrespect has to stop. Treat them like human beings. Treat them like family, because they are human beings, and they are part of your family. And there's something we still do in America. Somebody who cooking your food, you don't want to be mean and rude to them, because they can easily spit in your food. I said it. That's why we go to restaurants in America. People are super nice and extra nice to the waiter and the waitress or waitresses, because you get angry, you get mad, I don't want the food, take it back, and they go prepare and bring it back. They might have a little extra inside, if you know what I'm saying. People can blow their nose in food. They can spit in the food and stir it up nicely. They can dig in the butthole and stir up your coffee, or stir up your fufu or your gari or your okra soup and say, here, enjoy. You see? Or they might say, here, I put something extra in there for you. I made it extra nice or extra spicy, and you don't even know what that extra it is. So be nice to people. Be nice to people, especially people who cooking your food, cleaning your house. Be nice. They can take your toothbrush and go clean the toilet away, bam, 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 and put it down. You go put it in your mouth, you get some kind of disease. Be nice to people. Maybe I'm giving an idea. Maybe the idea never crossed their mind. Maybe I'm giving it to them. Okay, oh well. Be nice. Yes, being nice to people does not guarantee anything. Yes, but at least your conscience is clear. Your heart is clear. You can go to bed and sleep in peace. Not only that, when you are nice to people, you are sowing the seed of niceness. Anything we do in this life, it's a seed we are sowing that we're going to reap one way or the other. If you are mean, you will reap it. If you are kind, you will reap it. If you are generous, you will reap it. If you are stingy, you will reap it. If you are a king and a queen of gossiping, you will reap it. May we all repent and confess. And in this new year, may we all talk to the Lord and ask God to search our heart and remove anything in us that is not of God. That God will help us to model his nature, his characteristic, and his attributes. That will become an embodiment and an expression of the nature and the attributes, the characteristic of the Godhead made bodily. This is Dagnet. I appreciate you. Thank you. I need your comments, suggestions below. Okay? Angel, come say something. This is Miss Angel, y'all. This is Miss Angel. What's up? Say hi to the people now. You gonna say hi? Are you my co-host? You guys meet my co-host. We flew together from the US of A. She was a good girl. On the plane, she sat down quietly on my lap, and she was a very good girl. Everybody liked Angel on the plane. The pilot, everyone loved Angel. And she's a good girl. Yes. All right. God bless you all.